Hello, hello. It's your job. It's your job to discover your true self and go about living your life from this place. So, hi everybody. I am continuing with reading from U Squared, although I'm going to change it up a little bit today because I had a very good friend tell me he doesn't want to hear me read. He wants to hear my wisdom and inspiration from what I read. So that's what I'm going to do from now on for you. And so today, U Squared was talking about U Squared, and we've talked about that a little bit, and the meaning of that is that U to the 2 power, what would you be like if you were to square yourself? What would things be like? What would your life be like? And it's such an interesting concept to think about. And so I'm gonna also be talking about inspiration that I get in the morning. So a lot of times I've been doing some writing in the morning, and I've been trying to find the right time, but it seems to be like go for a walk, come back, have some coffee, and write. So I was also inspired to write from this article about how we are habitual beings. It's part of our nature. It's part of our makeup. And, we just go about every day living in habitual patterns that, have been set up through our entire lives. And, a lot of this stuff we've automated to make it easier to do things. We get up, we brush our teeth, we make the coffee. Even our driving has been automated. You don't think about driving really anymore, and you just do it. And so a lot of the things it's good to have habitual patterns for, but the thing is that that can make our living more effective, but it can be a trap to keep your thinking in a habitual pattern. And I was just hearing this morning that, most of us think, in the same way that we thought, 50 years ago. And just like we get an update on our phone for our phone app, for our computer app, we're getting those on a regular basis. We're updating to the new system. We need to update our thinking and update how we're living our lives, because technology is going so fast. And so we need to update kind of our own computer system and get in alignment so that we can, be on our path and our journey, along with what's happening with technology and all of that. So in U Squared, I am going to read a little bit, a couple sections. So if you're living like and accepting your present circumstances rather than going for a breakthrough, and being like, sometimes, you're just say, oh, you're content with the way things are rather than going with a breakthrough because it's uncomfortable to go for a breakthrough. It's uncomfortable to make changes. And so, but these U Squared, to square yourself, to go for a quantum leap, it's talking about an explosive jump, and we think logically, and it's not necessarily logical going to the next step. It's like you want to get out of your logical mind and start having faith and trust that what you see for yourself in your life will actually happen. And then there's another aspect of it's very exciting and provocative to think this way, that a quantum leap could happen without any effort, that it could be easy, and it could be, take you to a dramatically new level of performance without the time-consuming struggle. And I think that's also another trap that we get stuck in, and is a habitual pattern, is this, that it has to be a struggle to get where we want to go, or that it has to be a struggle to be successful, or that, I have to go through a certain amount of pain to get to the success that I want. And it's just not true. And then the last part of it talks about, once you've had a quantum leap, you look back at it and it seems like it's so practical and it's sensible and it's obvious that's where you were going. But when you're on this side of it, it doesn't seem that way. It seems scary. It seems, illogical. It seems like, impossible. And yet, looking back at things that have happened in our lives that have been quantum leaps for us, we see that. And there's a Steve Jobs quote that says something like, the only way you make sense and can connect the dots for your life is by looking back. You don't connect the dots looking forward. You have to go forward into the unknown and keep moving and trust and have faith that, once you get the vision for your life, that you're going in the right direction and that it will happen. And that's, that's tricky to stay in that place of the unknown. And that's why you have to hold the vision and be really clear about your vision, about who you are and what you're here for and your purpose. And that the last thing is, as he said, but the breakthrough demands a radical departure from some of your habits. And that's why I wrote this article that I'll be posting later in the group and is on my blog. It's called We're Habitual Beings. We have to get out of our habits to have a breakthrough. And a lot of these habits just come from our environment and the genetics that we were raised in. And, we just accepted them as a child. That's all you can do is accept what's around you. But as an adult, we now have the choice. We have the choice to make new decisions about our habitual thinking, and we can decide what's true for us and what's not true for us. And we can move through that. So it's really, I feel like it's, our job to discover the truth of who we are and our purpose, and so that we can get on with doing what we're supposed to be doing in life. And really, you're the only one that can do it. And for most people, what happens is that we avoid doing what we're really supposed to be doing. We avoid our true path. We sidestep it, we side-skirt it, because it's scary to go there. For some reason, it's scary to go there. And most people just live unconscious of their true purpose their entire life. So I just want to congratulate you, because if you're listening to this, then you're different. And you are starting to wake up, and you're starting to have a desire to discover what your path is, where you're going. And, and it's time. If you're looking at this, it's time for you to go into this uncharted territory and to start discovering, with excitement and wonder and openness that, you're going to find, what your path is. So, what also I realized is that, my path is to help others, through this transformation process, through this transformational journey that they're going on, so that they can discover the light within side of themselves and the power within side of themselves, and, and let it shine, and start doing, what they really want to do. And so, even though it's your job to discover what your purpose is, because of all these habitual patterns, they are so powerful and strong that they're actually neurologically connected. And so we need to break those connections. And that's really what my job is as well, is to nudge, to guide, to offer a loving hand, to help people when they're stuck, when they're, when they don't even know they're stuck, but they're not moving. And so they're obviously stuck. So, it's my passion and my purpose to help you on your path. And I'm just really excited about that, for you to take you to your next level. And so that's, I got a huge download this morning from my reading of the chapter today. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed. And so tomorrow, tomorrow's Saturday, but I'll probably still be on. So the next one is called Change Your Personal Rules for Success. So just to give you the framework for that, but you know, I'll read it and then I'll do my interpretation of it, and we'll go from there, and then we'll have a new path that we go on after we finish with this. But thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.